Welcome everyone. Negation is very important because it allows us to say things like not, no, or nothing. In German, there are mainly two ways to negate sentences, using nicht and using kein. Many learners get confused between these two, but by the end of this lesson, you will clearly understand when to use each one and how to place them correctly in a sentence. While English often uses not for everything, German is more specific depending on what you are negating. In German, nicht and kein are both used for negation, but they are used in different situations. Nicht is generally used to negate verbs, adjectives, or entire sentences, while kein is used to negate nouns that do not have an article or that would normally use ein. Think of kein as the negative version of ein. Understanding this difference is the key to mastering German negation. Suppose if I have a car, I would say Ich habe ein Auto. And if I wish to say that I do not have a car, I would say Ich habe kein Auto. So, ein Auto and kein Auto. In English, we normally use not with adjectives and verbs and usually need a form of to do. For example, they do not drink coffee. In German, nouns are less straightforward. Negation can take various forms like no, not, or not any. German simplifies this with its two primary negative words, nicht and kein. Look at these examples. Das Haus ist nicht sehr schön, which means the house is not very beautiful. Sie trinken nicht, which means they do not drink. Ich habe kein Geld. It means I haven't got any money. Nicht corresponds directly to the English not. It is used specifically in connection with adjectives or verbs. So if you want to say something is not a certain way or if you are not doing something, nicht is your tool. The word nicht is used when you want to negate a verb, an adjective or a whole sentence. For example, if you want to say I do not work, you would say Ich arbeite nicht. Here, nicht negates the verb. It can also be used to negate adjectives such as das ist nicht gut. That means that is not good. So whenever you are not dealing with a noun that takes ein, you will most likely use nicht. Let's look at some examples. To say the weather is not good, we say das Wetter ist nicht gut. Similarly, if we wish to say the CD is not expensive, we say Die CD ist nicht teuer. Another example is Das Haus ist nicht sehr schön. Notice how nicht simply comes before the adjective. With verbs, nicht follows the action. For example, I drink is ich trinke, but I do not drink is ich trinke nicht. Similarly, she isn't coming is sie kommt nicht. Another example, I don't smoke anymore becomes Ich rauche nicht mehr. Note that German does not use a word for do in these negative sentences. So where do we put nicht? Usually it follows the finite verb, that is the conjugated verb. A simple example is Sie kommt nicht. Another example, suppose if we wish to say he doesn't like going to the cinema, we will say Er geht nicht gern ins Kino. The position of nicht in a sentence is very important. Usually nicht comes towards the end of the sentence. However, its exact placement depends on what you are negating. If you are negating the entire sentence, it often comes at the end. For example, Ich gehe heute nicht. It means I am not going today. Learning the placement takes practice, but a general rule is to place nicht before what you want to negate or at the end of the full sentence negation. There is an important rule when using nicht with time expression. If there is a time word like heute, which means today, or morgen, which means tomorrow, or jetzt, which means now, It usually comes before nicht. For example, sie kommt heute nicht. It means she is not coming today. Here, heute comes before nicht. This is a common structure in German and should be practiced often. In the present perfect tense, that means sentences with have and a past action, nicht stands in front of the past participle at the end of the sentence. For example, ich habe das Buch nicht gekauft. It means I have not bought the book. The second important word is kein. This is almost always linked to a noun. If you can say no, not a, or do not have any in English, you say kein in German. For example, I have got a car becomes ich habe kein Auto. The word kein is used to negate nouns. It is used in place of ein when there is no article. For example, ich habe ein Auto means a car, and ich habe kein Auto means I do not have a car. So whenever you are talking about no something, especially with countable nouns, you should use kein. Here are some common phrases using kein. No problem is kein Problem. This is not an answer is das ist keine Antwort. I do not have time is ich habe keine Zeit. Kein isn't just one word. It behaves exactly like the indefinite article ein, which means a or an. This means it must agree in gender, number, and case with the noun it is describing. It changes its ending just like my, which means mine, or your, which is thine. Just like ein, the word kein changes depending on the gender and the case. For example, kein Mann, keine Frau, kein Kind, und keine Bücher. This means you need to adjust kein based on whether the noun is masculine, feminine, neuter, or plural. This is very similar to how articles work in German. So if you understand articles, this will feel familiar. Here are some examples. Er hat keinen Bruder. Here we have the case of masculine accusative. Er hat kein Kind. Here we have accusative neuter. Sie hat keine Schwester. Here we have accusative feminine. Sie hat keine Geschwister. Here we have accusative plural. This table shows all the forms. Notice how it changes. Nominative. Kein Mann. Keine Frau. Kein Baby. Keine Kinder. Accusative. Keinen Mann. Keine Frau. Kein Baby. Keine Kinder. Dative. Keinem Mann. Keiner Frau. Keinem Baby. Keinen Kinder. Genitive. Keines Mannes. Keiner Frau. Keines Babys. Keiner Kindern. With some specific phrases, you can actually use either kein or nicht. Here are some examples. Ich spreche kein Deutsch or ich spreche nicht Deutsch. It means I don't speak German. Er ist nicht Ingenieur or er ist kein Ingenieur, which means he isn't an engineer. Ich fahre nicht Auto or ich fahre kein Auto. It means I don't drive. Here we have a small quiz to test our knowledge. The question is, in German, which word is specifically used to negate a noun that would otherwise be preceded by an indefinite article like ein or eine? The correct answer is kein. Second question, where should nicht be placed in the sentence arbeitet gern, which means he likes to work, to make it negative? The correct answer is arbeitet nicht gern. Third question. What is the correct negative response to the question Hast du einen Hund? Which means, do you have a dog? The answer is Nein, ich habe keinen Hund. Here we have the accusative case. We have two more exercises. In the first one, you transform sentences using nicht. So, Peter arbeitet gern. It becomes Peter arbeitet nicht gern. In the second one, you give negative responses using the correct form of kein. So, ist das ein Porsche? So, the answer becomes Nein, das ist kein Porsche. So friends, that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Keep learning धीरे धीरे.